What's up, everybody? Good to be back. Back from Miami. Back in the pilot's seat. Here we are, Bitcoin with a little bit of green price action. It's funny, I wanted to tell you guys about Miami and Bitcoin just popping on, making me go live. I'm barely recovered from the trip. It was an awesome trip. Might as well just shoot the crap with you guys while we wait. Bitcoin, I think, is looking to hit 42K. We'll find out what happens there. 42 was a major support. Tested over and over again. Broke. Really traded mostly sideways, as we've been seeing for the last year or so. Interesting, though. In Miami, despite price going down the entire time we were there, entire conference, nobody really said a word about price. And it wasn't that people were ignoring it. It really wasn't that. It was that the people there, it was a different profile of people. Yes, there was retail, of course, and there were people wondering what, was it going up or down? But the profile of the people there, mostly VC, hedge fund, manager. The companies that were there, mostly Bitcoin mining, that's hardware, pools, etc. These people not really focused on price in the same way we are. It's an interesting dynamic. I was surprised. I didn't look at the charts at all. Basically, have my alerts set. I knew Bitcoin was going down the whole time, but I think I looked at the charts for a total of like 3 minutes. So today's live stream is going to be interesting because it's going to be really my first look at the charts back. So we're going to do this together. I want to give a quick shout out to our channel sponsors, Femex and Market Cipher. Saw both those cats while I was in Miami. Great, premium, highest quality in the industry. Love them. So let's go through the charts. Good to have you guys back. I know we're a little rusty. Got 88 watching. Let's smash those likes and subscribes. We can do it. Let's get some hype going. Let's get some hype going for the corn. As you can tell, I barely have a voice. Got a little sunburned, a little dehydrated, maybe a little too much of the old sauce, if you know what I mean. But it was a good time. When I can focus, I'll tell you more about it. When I can focus. First, I need to go through some of these charts. MACD, there we go. MACD, we're going to get rid of both the MACD and signal line and the dots. Cool. Now our chart's set up. Here's what I was watching yesterday. You guys may have noticed or were watching back in the day. This was what, back in January? It feels like years ago now. Where is my regular? Here we are. The 3-day 200. We scoped this back here. We scoped it here. And yesterday's close came so close. In fact, I don't even think it traded below the 3-day 200. Yes, that is the same as the 600 daily moving average. But that doesn't sound as cool. It sounds like really random. So 200 3-day, that's where we first found it anyway. Yesterday's candle came so close. Settled up. Let's turn these white. Settled up above it, and so far so good. That 3-day candle literally closed yesterday. I stand corrected. It did trade below briefly, very briefly, but closed above. Now we're seeing a little green. Let's see what we're shooting for on this 3-day. 3-day tells us at 42.7. Our target right now is 42. 42.7. We're gonna have a bullish engulfing 3-day candle. With 2 days, 9 hours left. That's totally possible, and totally possible that we close below the 200, go into a doomy, gloomy scenario. Lots of possibilities here. We're actually going to zoom out even farther to warm up. So we do have something very spooky. I don't like to see this. On the weekly, Market Cipher showing us negative money flow. But you need to take this with a grain of salt because this is on the current candle. What do I mean by that? With 4 days and 9 hours left, if this weekly can settle up higher, we can see two things. One, our positive and increasing buying momentum can return. And we can see this candle close higher, and it will be our fourth weekly increasing buying momentum candle. That'd be a good sign. More importantly to me is, before this closes, our momentum oscillators can pull up. Our VWAP probably still be facing down, but it could pull up, but we could eliminate this red money flow. So why is that so distressing to see though? Is if you zoom out, there are not a lot of times that Bitcoin on the weekly has traded in negative or red money flow. Let's make this bigger. Let's take a quick peek. When did this happen? We see this back here. This is the distressing part. We saw that back here, October 2018. You guys remember what happened then? We traded at 6K for almost a year before falling to 3. That was miserable. We had, wow, I'm going colorblind here. These glasses are throwing off my color vision. There we go. September 2019, red money flow on the weekly. And I don't believe we've had it at all. Yeah. I'm having really hard time seeing this red and green today. I swear I'm not this colorblind usually. There we go. I should make these easier for me to see. Basically, long story short, negative money flow on the weekly has preceded some big dumps. Not a comfortable place to be in, but the golden lining here is 4 days to go. We're going to have to see the bulls pull through. We're going to have to see some buying action. We're going to have to see price pushed up. It seems bleak, but it certainly is not impossible. We've seen crazier things happen, and realistically, guys, this is exactly how we felt back here last year. Right here. Same thing. Same super low fear and greed index, same super low sentiment, same kind of maybe Tom Crown is the only bull in the pen left. Maybe there are too many bulls left this time. I don't feel as alone, but maybe that's just because I've connected with more bulls since then. Who knows? Who knows? Here we go. So our weekly is still intact here on Ichi. We watched this for a long time. We did retake our TK. Looking to settle up this week, actually right where price is right now. 41.3 above that TK. I could take that close. Yes, money flow is still crappy, but that's... I would take it above the TK. Still aiming for that 51,000 to test the Kaijun. I still think this is the most likely scenario. And closing weekly candles above the Kaijun. We see that TK move up, and we get our cross above the clouds. The same signal we got back here before setting a new all-time high. Hopefully, if we get it again, it will have a little more follow-through. A little more follow-through. Time will tell. All right, now it's time to zoom in. So we're on the 3. Yes, on the 3-day. Actually, there's nothing else to say about the 3-day. 200 moving average on the 3-day time frame, acting as support. Our saving grace, let's say. So are we out of the woods? No, we're not out of the woods. That'd be nice. That would be so nice, but we're not. We're so not. Our 618 retrace sitting well above that 42,000 mark. So just back to the 618 from our swing high to swing low puts us at 44.5. We still wouldn't be out of the woods, but we can start feeling a little more comfortable there. A little more comfortable there. Let's check out our dailies. So today, provided we close today's candle here in around 41.3, we could see our selling momentum waning off, and we have seen that since April 4th, we've had increasing selling momentum. So that would be a fresh breath of air. That would be fresh. Money flow in the red, but you can see it's just barely red. VWAP is very much looking hungry to flip over on the daily, and same with money flow. It's a very quick or brief fake out. If it does flip right back over here on the day, that wouldn't be bad. That would really line up the chart. So a strong close today could really line up the chart for that weekly close. All of a sudden things don't look so bad. I know this felt terrible, but think about it logically for a minute. Just take a breath. What happened here? Yeah, that's an ugly pattern, right? Yeah, we would expect that to break to the downside. Ugly pattern. But what's happened? Really nothing. We have our lows coming up. I still believe we have a flat topped resistance, about 45 here, 44.5. We had absolutely a fake out. There's absolutely a fake out. We broke that flat top just to fall back below it, but we didn't really invalidate the structure. We didn't set any kind of lower low. If you have been following this channel for over a year, you're probably getting sick of hearing me say that. There's no lower low. Nothing's happened. But Tom, you always say that. Well, that's because we've been in the same thing. It's the same thing. We just have higher lows. And what did we do? Higher low. Move back up to an all-time high. Higher low. Have we moved back up to an all-time high? I wish, not yet. No. But we have higher lows. That's it. So far, so good. If we break down here, let's say 32, our structure gets a little wonky. Yep, then we're probably looking at that 28. And if we're looking at 28, honestly, it just makes sense. It just makes sense that the whales are going to look to run the stops, hit that 27 maybe. We talked about that a very long time ago. Nothing has changed since then. But I want something to have changed, Tom. I want it to be different and exciting. Tell me what I want. We said we see two patterns. Flat top with ascending lows. We're looking for a break to the upside. Or we're looking for a high, a low, a higher high, a lower low, and then break to the upside for that broadening pattern. Because we've seen a ton of these broadening patterns break to the upside lately. In fact, that was one of our tip-offs back here last year on our low. We had a broadening pattern. It broke, back tested the high trend, and ran. So it's good stuff there. It just seems like it's going to be so hard, right? No way. No way we're making it back up here. I don't blame you. It does seem hard. We've spent so many days just reclaiming or just diddling around in this price zone. 155 days since November's high. That seems so long ago. Wow. Fun fact. Right here, basically, no, it was more like around here, was when I was in Miami the first time. Now, this is when I was in Miami the second time. First Miami trip top, second Miami trip bottom, I don't know. That's just gibberish, but thought it'd be fun. Oh, I had a joke prepared for you guys, I didn't even say it. I was gonna say, man, this chart looks ugly. The only thing uglier is riding Spirit Air. Hard, flat pun, no joking, and just moving on. Well, I ruined it, but I wanted to make sure I got it out. Okay. Not 18 hours. 12 hours. Let's check you out. Ew, that's brutal. Brutal 12 hour here. Momentum making maybe like a head and shoulders-y kind of thing, but like that's a lot of selling. It's a lot of selling. Actually looks pretty similar to this. But let's continue that trend of waning selling momentum. I will take that. Money flow is still green on the 12 hour. We've gotten 2 green dots. I don't really use these green dots personally, but I could see how someone might find them valuable. Oscillators are moving back over. VWAP's up. 12 hours is actually not looking bad. Looking for a close above 40,400. I could definitely see this in play. So say we do hypothetically close here today. I could see in the next 12 hour candle coming back to back test 40,300 as support. That would actually look pretty clean. Let's see what that looks like zoomed in. Close up here, move back down. If you hold support here, I think you're moving for that 42. I would much prefer to just move up. Like, let's just rip the band-aid off, right? We don't always get what we want. 1 hour is actually starting to look pretty fierce. I like to see this. We're seeing our negative momentum trips. I like to call them trips. Trips to negative momentum are getting briefer, getting smaller. Price and momentum are holding on to their bullish bias. I like that. Tom likes. It likes. Ooh, beautiful 45. Beautiful little star on the 45. Up, up, up. Look at that. Look at that 30-minute. Closed perfectly. 11 minutes in, seeing some selling here at 41.3. Womp. That would be, how unexciting would this be if it just like that was it for today and I would just chill? You get 2 thumbs down from me. 15. All right. 15 looks strong though. Momentum is higher than it was. We're setting higher highs momentum. That was a pretty nasty blip to the selling side, but it was actually a higher low versus a higher high here. The 15-minute is giving me and my analysis a slight edge. Slight edge. This is a higher high than all of this. This is a lower high than all of that. Slight edge. Not enough to really go bananas for, but slight edge. A little, I would say there's a weak bearish divergence maybe. A weak bearish divergence on our momentum. As I said, I haven't looked at the charts in like a week. I'm going through this for the first time with you guys, so bear with me. I'm not like on my game as hard as I usually am, but I'll be back with it soon. Very soon. It's good to be back. I missed YouTube's. Missed you guys. If you haven't smashed the like button, please smash the like button and subscribe. Please do. And don't forget to join the Discord. After the live stream, we'll do an airdrop, so you'll get some free Satoshis just for being in there. You don't have to do anything. It's good stuff. Good stuff. Let's see. Let's check out. Let's put the classics on. Let's walk it backwards with the classic moving averages. On the hourly, we have a 20 and 50 bullish cross beneath price right now. We see the 100 acting as resistance, overlapping with the 41.3 area. The 200 sitting right above it, 42.7. Really, we could have guessed that probably. Probably. You can see the 20 here on the 2 hour coming up to meet that 40,300. That is actually looking like that might be the play. We'll see. If this rally stalls here, I definitely look for this move. I said that earlier on the 12, but now the 2 is also lining up. Look at these moving averages. They're all overlapping with like a resistance. That's pretty wild. Gotta love it when it lines up. Ooh, I don't love the 4. The 4 did test that 200 before getting rejected. So now we can't make the claim of like, oh, it never was back tested, so now we should look for the 200. Well, it actually was. It's like that definitely kind of dampens our arguments here. But that's okay. That's okay. Because the 4 hour has some other goodies. Also, not just saying this right now. I say this every time. Even when the 4 hour agrees with me, I trust it the least. I get worried when the 4 hour is bullish because usually that means dump in my experience. The 4 hour does not look bullish on market ciphers, so maybe I have nothing to worry about. But these candlesticks are not bad, man. You got 16 minutes on this 4 hour close. It's not guaranteed. In 16 minutes, it could easily sell off, but the probability of that, I think, is very low. So in 16 minutes, 40,100, so knock on wood. Very good odds. We're going to close this 4 hour with a bullish engulf. I think the higher, the better for the 4 hour. I'm going to put a little distance. I don't want to see this come down and get close. Nay. Ooh, got a side stitch. Oh, guys, I'm like still, I don't know if I'm hungover or dehydrated or sunburnt or travel logged or what, man. I'm still feeling rough. You can probably hear it in my voice. I'm feeling rough. So rough. But I push on for you. For my fam. On the 6, that's a perfect touch to that 20. I better make sure that's actually the 20, not the 25. Sometimes it resets, and now we're good. Perfect touch to that 20. Not a great place to reject for the 6 hour, but the 6 hour is in basically the exact same condition as the 4. Provided we don't see an insane kind of unprecedented, well, it wouldn't be unprecedented, but very angry sell-off into the next 15 minutes or 2 hours and 15 minutes. We're closing bullish engulfing on these time frames. That's solid. I was just complaining about how we did back test the 200 on the 4 hour, and so we can't say, hey, we want to back test, because you get it, I don't know, 80, 85% of the time, very good probability. 6 hour did not back test its 200. So right here on the 4, this is where it rejected. But we can see here, 6 hour did not. So am I cherry picking data? Maybe. Or am I just considering all the angles? Maybe. It's just unusual. It's unusual to see something fall through and not at least come back before getting smashed. My opinion obviously has not changed. It would take a lot to change it. I don't think this market has what it takes to make me change it. On the 12 hour, so there it is. The 12 hour right now on the swing high, testing its 200 moving average. Okay, that really does make this this scenario more likely. With 8 hours to go, it still could easily push up higher, close above the 200, whatever. But at the moment, say nothing changes, this is definitely the play I'd be looking for. Something like that. Definitely. You close below the 200, you move back to that local support, you move higher, you probably come back again. And then after that, we're looking too far out into the future. But that looks pretty solid. You keep painting that awful pattern. You keep people bearish. That's what it's all about. I cannot draw. Keep people bearish, and that is bull fuel, baby. Bearish. Everything is bull fuel. Let's check our dailies. We've broken through the 20 and the 50. No back test yet. Not a crazy thing to expect. The 20 all the way up at 44.5. We started with that. And the 50 is at pretty much exactly 42K. And that's where we're looking. So, oh my God. I'm sore as anything. I walked like, I think, 7 to 9 miles a day. Every day. Which sounds impossible. It was probably because that conference, the convention center, was the most massive building I've ever been in my entire life. Period. I thought I'd been in some big buildings. Wrong. Wrong. This building, you could like walk from one end to the other, and I'm not sure if you're in Florida anymore. It was ridiculous. Like, I could not find things. I couldn't find stuff. It was wild. Ooh, that's ugly. You know, I might have not caught this. I don't know if I caught this before I left. No, I had to have. That was March 28th. I don't know. We didn't make a ton of content since then. But that was right off the daily 200. That gets sketchy. That gets sketchy. Breaking your low after the 200 daily has been tested. I mean, to be real, we'll have to take it back here. But we can take it from here too. That could be a bad recipe. That could be a bad recipe. You hit the 200. If you break your lows here, I would even say your local lows before you tested the 200. Things look bad quick. 37.5. Getting reacclimated to the charts. Ooh. On the daily, is this a little weakness in the cloud? No, we don't want weakness in the cloud after. No. Man, that is a setup for gross. That is a gross setup. I need to see something. This is just for me now. Ugh. I'm pretty excited about that. I'm sure we saw this a while ago because this was projected out 90 days in advance. So like back here we saw this. We've got a fat, flat-topped cloud at 51. Yeah, we definitely have seen that before. That's a nice little saving grace, because probability has shown us that these do get tested most of the time. I can't throw a probability on it, but greater than 50. Greater than 50. It's like the 5-day. We had such a beautiful 5-day setup here. I can't believe this didn't play. That's some weird jargon. We have a cross up above the clouds, even though Kaijin's moving down. Almost seems like a market manipulator painted signal. That should not be a cross up. That should be a cross down. That's weird. That's weird. But we had this beautiful setup here. February 5th through 25th. We had what is essentially 3 rising methods that just got a meteor smash back down. Barely didn't bearish engulf. And we floated back up to a new high. I feel like I'm missing something, but that's probably just because I haven't looked at the charts. This is the longest I've gone not looking at the charts while I was in Florida. In many a moon. Many a moon. Oh yeah. Something I missed when I started earlier. The weekly 20. Very important to us. Very important to everyone now. So maybe it's losing significance now that everyone's watching it. But we had that theory of this weekly has enough time to still close in decent condition. Still save the weekly money flow. What would probably do it is to close above the 20 here. It's not that far out of reach. 42.9, 43. That would put us back above the 20. That would give us a very nice bottom wicked green candle. And it really wouldn't invalidate much as you've closed below. And if you can close right back above, it's almost like a wick. If you get that back to back. So that's my hopium. That's my hopium. I don't know if it's going to happen, but that's my hopium. Things start to look very bad if this weekly closes lower. I will say that. Does not take a genius. Let's check back in on our low time frames. 5 minutes still rocking. 5 minutes still rocking. 5 minutes says you're probably going back up to 41.4, 41.5. Set an alert. Boom. Alert set. 15 not as confident. Need to see some strong price action in the next 7 minutes for the 15 to regain confidence. Oh, I'm so sore. Son of a bee. Got like a side stitch. Got 170 watching. Good to be back. Thanks for having me back. Thanks for joining us again. I know it's been a long time and I missed you guys too. I know. I'll never leave you this long again, I promise. Yeah, what's up, Rodney? Rodney, man. By the way, I'm going to read this, Rodney. But by the way, so many of you guys came up to me and recognized me. And when I went in November, December, there was like maybe like 3 people. I don't even remember how many people came up to me at the Bitcoin conference. It was very touching. You guys, your stories, like hearing from you, it meant a lot. Like please, if we are at a public crypto event, feel free to come up and say hi. If we're not at a public event, then it gets a little weirder. Please do not just run up to me, I don't know, in the middle of a dark alley and say hello. This is kind of weird. But if we're at a Bitcoin conference, a crypto conference, and you see me, you can come say hi. I don't bite. I really appreciate it. Like appreciated it. Everyone who did. I don't know if I would. I think I'd be nervous, which is silly because then I think about it and I'd be like, why would anybody be nervous? Saying hi to me, I'm just some freaking goofball in glasses, man. Just a goof. But yeah, you guys rock. So Rodney said, I wished I had a chance to sync up. You learned a ton with fellow BTC fans. Back to the daily grind and charting again. Heard. There was a bunch of people I didn't get to see that I wanted to see, and some people that I saw for like 2 seconds and never saw again. Who's on that list? Wendy O. Saw Wendy O for like 2 minutes the first day, never saw her again. Tear. Just tear. You guys know Wendy is one of my favorite peoples. Who else did I see for 1 second? Miss Teen Crypto, we only saw her for like 4 minutes. Clocked it 4 minutes. She a busy girl. She busy. I love her too. Great people. Now I'm on the spot. I can't remember everybody. There were like a bunch of people I saw that first night and then never saw again. I'll have to table that. Put a pin in it. Come back to it. Dude, the convention was massive. Like 25,000 people massive. And you wouldn't even know. Like you going there, you wouldn't even know because it's such a big building that it makes 25,000 people look like an empty room. Like the Nakamoto stage, the main stage, was the biggest single room, square foot wise, I've ever seen in my life. Like, you could build this house that I'm in right now, like 10 times over again in that one room. It was insane. It was like a 100-foot ceiling. I don't even know. It was wild. I had so much fun, guys. I'm paying for it now, though. I feel like I've been hungover since I got back. It was such a good time. Maybe you guys sparked my memory. What else did I do that I don't remember? We got 103 likes. We can get more than that. We got like 170 watching. We can get like 200. Come on. Luna B. I saw Luna B. Luna B is amazing. We had a good time. Oh, God. You guys will never guess. I mean, you'll guess. You'll guess if you saw my stories and stuff while I'm there. You'll never guess. I went to a ton of parties that I should not have been invited to because they were just bougie, swanky events. You'll never guess who threw the most raging banger in all of Miami. I never would have guessed. I never would have guessed, but I tip the crown to the crown, man. Mr. Benjamin Cohen threw the craziest thing in Miami. And I thought that was impossible to do, like, because we had gone to so many awesome things. He like rented out a penthouse, like in Miami, and like we were like 52 stories up on this like penthouse villa thing. It felt like you were in a pirate ship in the sky. It was wild. Where did Cohen come out of nowhere, just being like the party master? I don't know. It was awesome. I swear to God, never would have guessed it. But the dude threw a banger. Like, it was insane. It was insane. And it was awesome meeting you, Luna. Luna's been on our channel for a long time, and she came out. We had a great time. Everybody had a great time. 1 second tears. Meth boy. Definitely. I don't know who you're referring to, but I got to have a drink with BitBoy for the first time ever, which was very cool. Yeah, there's a working relationship, and then there's like a social relationship, and ours has always been like a working relationship. Pull that back up, 5 minute. You're still looking good. Don't BS here. Go back up. Did I see TJ? Did I see TJ? I did see TJ, and that was the first time I've ever really spoken to TJ. Love TJ. Love him. GTR tuning in for a bit of bedtime TA. Well, we just put on the ASMR and lull you to sleep. What's up, Jan X? Chris Anderson. Dr. Tom. What's up, Crypto Legend? Chemo. Is it chemo or chemo in crypto? I keep saying chemo, and I wonder if that's wrong. I don't want to be weird. Just dead enders. Yeah, nothing's really moving. If we break up from here, it can get spicy. I can just tell you more Miami stories. It's like you were there. Mylan, West Platinum. Am I a position? Yes, but not a very big one. Not a very big one. It's not like crypto face style. Not crypto face style. But I got a little, I don't even know if you can see it. Yeah, it's just a long, I opened it at 40,001. I actually closed 1/6 of it. Yeah. I don't really trade contracts. Just thought I'd gamble around with a little bit. Just kind of pocket money. I will say that I spent $300 on Ubers while I was there. Way more than I thought I would. Gen X, I do need electrolytes, dude. Where's serotonin? Hendrix. No, hand to God, I did 0 drugs in Miami. 0. I did more drinking than I should have. Got more sun than I should have. Probably didn't drink enough water. Exhausted myself every night. I was up to like 4 in the morning. Had a ridiculous travel home and travel there because Spirit Airlines, I had a round trip ticket. Leaving, coming back. They canceled the departure. They canceled my ticket to Miami at like 3 a.m. the night before. I should have been asleep, getting ready to board at 6 in the morning. I don't even know what time it was. And then they canceled it on the way back at 3:30 in the morning. I was supposed to board at 10. No notice. So I ended up having to book a last second flight, which is crazy expensive. Crazy stressful. Took forever. Sucked. But yes. But yes. CryptoFace says it's the first time he's ever seen a blood diamond. Well, I don't want to speak for the man himself. Also, oof, that was a bad cough. I don't want to speak for the man himself, but I might know what he's talking about. I guessed myself correct here. I'm guessing he means a blood diamond on the weekly right here, which, just looking at recent price action, does not look like a common thing. We have none of those in all of 2021. Not a great sign. Not a great sign. Let's see. None of those in 2022. There might never have been one before. Let's maybe, since I got lucky and found it, let's actually look at BLX, see if we can prove him wrong. Prove him dead wrong. No. I'm just curious now. You got me. You got my curiosities sparked. Wow. This might, yeah. That's not good. Yikes. That's not good. It does, wait, is this one? No. Yeah, this is looking like, yep. Okay, here's the caveat. Dang, I should have made a clickbait video about this. Boom. There's a caveat. So, Face is correct. Face is correct. There has never been. Does not appear to ever have been a blood diamond on the weekly in all of Bitcoin history. I can make this a little clearer for you guys too. There you go. Now it's just blood diamonds. And that's a pretty grim look, huh? I agree. That's a grim look. That's very grim. But there's a caveat, so don't freak out yet. And that caveat actually, I swear I didn't plan this, weirdly goes back to what we were saying at the beginning of this episode. If you missed it, go back after the live stream, check it out. This blood diamond doesn't actually exist yet. Yes, it's on the chart, but no, it doesn't actually exist yet. The reason being is if what we were speculating in the beginning of this episode is true, and we see this weekly candle with 4 days left, 8 hours, get bought up, maybe close above the 20 weekly, at least flip green, or even close higher, that blood diamond can go away. So until this closes, until this weekly closes, and when it does close, if it still has that blood diamond, then it will be a first. And that's probably a bad take. It's probably not good news. But there's 4 days to go. And maybe subconsciously I knew this. I won't give myself that much credit. But subconsciously I'm saying because I also, without this information, recognized, what the heck, I keep hearing noises, the importance of this weekly close through different methods. Actually, through Markets IVB, money flow, through our MACD, momentum. Recognize the importance of this close. And that's somewhat where that speculation came from. Of, yeah, this looks really bad in its condition now, but there's plenty of time. And this would be very par for course, would be to paint this ugly picture, let people kind of just brew in it, and then buy it up. We saw that at the ends of what? Almost every month? Like January? I'm pretty sure, was it January? Let me double check myself here. Yep, into January's close, we rallied. Into February's close, we rallied, but then it got sold off again, which sucked. That was going to be it. Then it looks like into March's close, we rallied. So we've been seeing a lot of this large time frame price action lean one way, and then as that large time frame closes, all of a sudden everything shifts, goes the other way. And what does that do? It leaves people who are speculating in that time frame. So in this example, month, the whole month, people are speculating in one direction, pretty much consensus. Oh yeah, it's going down, it's going down. And then it just takes it away from them. With very little time left, just takes it away from them. That's Bitcoin. Bitcoin, my back is going to explode. Why am I so sore? It takes away from them. That's what Bitcoin does. No free rides. But that's worth noting. That's worth noting. And that is ugly. That's an ugly take. So, rambling further accentuates the importance of this weekly close. That would not be good. Should we copy this chart and tweet CryptoFace and be like, CryptoFace, you've destroyed us. I kind of want to tweet it, but if he said it, I don't know how to. We'll figure it out. If you guys come up with a good tweet, let me know. But that's ugly. That has a lot of ugly potential. 4 days, 8 hours to go. Don't count your ducks in a row. What does that even mean? Why do people say stuff like that? What does that even mean? Yeah. Oh, nice. My boy Leor writes for he writes for Forbes. I met this guy in Miami both times I've been there by total coincidence. Met him both times. Works at Forbes. He just wrote an article about Steve Aoki and how it reveals the culture. How Aokiverse reveals how culture activates the metaverse. That's probably a good read. I'm $5 in profit, baby. Choo-choo. Let's go. I'm rich. I'm rich. All right, I'll link you guys. I don't want to leave you hanging. I'm going to read it after this. Does it matter? What's up, my dude? Welcome home. Good to be home. Glad you need mail money. I'm going to take your idea next time, though. Doesn't matter messages me because do they take Bitcoin for bail money or something? And I was like, honestly, I'm surprised I get arrested. I was pretty saucy. What's up, Chad Muska? By SBIC. What? Is it like super bored apes? That sounds too fancy. That's too fancy. Even a regular bored ape's too fancy for me. Chemo is a chemotherapy. All right, so I was correct. You wear glasses now because Ben Cohen blinded you with science. Same, he blinds us all. With science and his ballin' parties. Run the Jewels. I was so sad I didn't get to see Run the Jewels. Apparently, with Run the Jewels, I can't remember his name. The white guy. Sorry. I don't know how else to put it. Couldn't make it, and who filled in for him? Oh, someone dope. It sounds like it was even better than the usual performance. I was bummed I didn't see them. I was so beat by that day, though, I could like barely do anything. Daniel. DL? Is that DL? I'll just come in here with the name Daniel and have a really small picture that I think looks like DL. GTFO. If that's DL, man. It's been a while, brother. Geronimo, dead cat bounce almost ready. All right. Rod Santos, great reminder. Rod Santos says never fly spirit. Great reminder. Just a little extra crap talk on him. I'm catching up with the chats. Dude, definitely good click hype. It would have been that would have been a great click. Like, it's not even clickbait. It's like that's a spicy observation. It'd be like stealing from him. I mean, that'd be all right. Speaking of Face, I saw Face. He was one of the people I saw like very briefly and then never again. You'd think I would have seen him more. But he played it perfectly. Nobody saw him the whole time. People were like, have you seen Face? Have you seen Face? I didn't see him for like the first day or two. And then he got a table at Club Live, which apparently means something. It's very loud. It's very nightclubby. And I saw him. I met him there. And it was like me and him and Mike Perry. Platinum Mike Perry. And like DZ and Justin from BitBoy. And we just raged all night. And then I never saw him again. He played it perfectly, though. He made himself scarce. You know what I mean? Like, I was all around. I was everywhere. But he made himself scarce, and he selectively made appearance. It was well played. It was well played. Crypto Live, you're a genius, bro. What's up, Mickey Campbell? Mickey Kid. That sounds like an old name to me as well. Buy the ticket, take the ride. All right. Oh, he said the same thing, Crypto Joe. Well, he's a smart dude too. Fair enough. I haven't heard him say either of those things, so they were genuine reactions from me. But fair enough. I'm glad to hear that he said that also. LP. Preparing for war. What's up, my friend? Here's a thought for a tweet. Diamond Hands, they're the first ever. It's weekly, but now you've got me a little spooked. Is it also like monthly? I doubt it. Oh, well, no. So here, this is the thing with kind of like really big time frames is they're so lagging, like on monthly. By the time they show, so we did get one on the monthly, which is interesting that we've gotten a Blood Diamond on the monthly, but not on the weekly yet. By the time they paint and close on the monthly, bottom was in. March 2020 is the single and only Blood Diamond on the monthly ever made. But by the time it was confirmed, by the time that monthly closed, the low was in, and virtually it just went up after. So, it's an interesting take. Good. I don't know if he meant that or not, but like, that worked out. That was a good little study. I didn't know that we got a Blood Diamond there. So like Diamond Hands through the first ever weekly Blood Diamond? That's a new type of Diamond Hands, my friend. Good morning from Norway. Good morning, Norway. Dave Epp says, I wish my name was Rod. It's a good name. It's like Tom. Just like you switch the T and the M. I like it. You kind of like DZ? Dude, DZ's a good peeps. I like DZ. He's a good dude. Will Cardano go to $1 again? I think that's a good bet. Why Rod? Why not? Why not Hot Rod? Or why not Chuck Steak? Moderating moderation. Good question. Is CF chill in person? Well, so you guys know who he is, right? You've seen him on stream. He's very similar. He doesn't like put on an act. I will say he's a little. It depends on what kind of energy level. Like he is a dude you can chill with and have like some beers. That's the best way to put it. He's not all 1000% energy all the time. But he's not like that on his streams either. He just gets ups and downs. He's like chill. I enjoy hanging out with him. He's my friend. Well, I missed you, Heather B. Maria Cabral. Could I explain a little better about what? Maria Cabral. Okay. Love is around the blockchain. Dude, yeah, DZ is just a pleasure to work with. Pleasure to work with. That's what I like about him. You can do so much with the name Rod. Dave, I don't know where this is going, buddy, but I like it. I like it. I'm gonna retweet Mr. Lior's tweet article. I don't know where you're going with this, but I feel like you're dragging me. You're dragging me in. Let's see. Let's go, Bitcoin. I told the nice ladies and gentlemen that the 5-minute said we were going at least back to 41.4, if not higher, because it was looking bullish. So give us a follow through. Stop taking so long. Hurry up. Let's see what else is moving. Humans. Humans. I guess I'm gonna drink this poison, whatever this poison is. Ugh. This is gonna kill me. This is very untasty, and I don't like coffee as it is. Oh, it's so bitter. Oh, it's so bitter. That's weird. Just reloaded. Ugh. Can't be worse than that first sip. Lady not feeling so hot. Oof. Monero. Monero. We had some good call on Monero. We had some good call. But it's at the 618 now. And it's the good call is kind of over. Does that mean it can't just rip back up, go higher? Of course it can. But taking a long at the 618, the short, that's always the play at the 618. Well, when you rally into a 618. That's rough. $235. Your 618's $238. This is a profit taking zone. It's a tough cookie. What else is up? Chili's is up, kind of. Nothing is really up though. Everything's like down in the last 7 days, but slightly up today maybe. I don't know what this is. I'm probably not going to count it. Ape. Dang, that's how weak the market is. Is that literally Monero is like one of the most up coins in the last 7 days, with almost no gain. Basically just a doge. Okay. Well, apes did come back to 14. That was easy. $13.38 looks likely. Yeah, apes actually, that's on the 1 hour. Whew. I almost said it looks bullish based on a 1 hour chart. Yeah, it actually kind of does. I don't own any of these. You guys know, I'm not an NFT bro. I didn't own a Bored Ape or a Mutant Ape or a Space Ape or Yacht Clubs. I don't know. I didn't own any of them. So I don't have any of these. I didn't buy any of them. I don't plan on it. Definitely see 1339 coming back. Oh, nice. We got this little double top. Okay. Got a new resistance. Achievement unlocked. New resistance. If apes can come back up to 1540, then you start having something. Then you start having like an Adam and Eve bottom. It really does look like an Adam and Eve already. You have that sharp V shape for the Adam and then the U, the smooth curve for the Eve. And that's typically reversal. So we reversal from the downtrend from the high. You're probably looking, what, back at 26-ish, 34-ish. Yeah, I don't have any interest in this. I mean, if I had a Bored Ape and I got it for free, maybe I would, but nah, it's just a token. Just a token, pre-mine, like, centralized. No, now's not the time for me to invest in such a reason. Not for me. Not the time to be risk on and stack on. Bitcoin, are you serious? Can you just go up? You always do this to me when I go live, Bitcoin. You always do this. You wait till I log off and then you go up. And I'm sick of it. I'm sick of it. Litecoin is up. Litecoin's always up. You guys, you can prank me with this literally every stream and I'm still going to look at it. Litecoin's kind of up. For a guy who wants Litecoin to go up maybe more than anybody, it's kind of up. Kind of. Not really. It's up 2% on Bitcoin today. It's alright. I'm not, not discounting it. Just nothing for me to be excited about yet. Litecoin's time will come, that I know. Although Litecoin now very, very close. You guys probably saw the MWeb video I put out a while ago. MWeb now extremely close. I believe in maybe I can't put a time on it because it's about a certain percentage of like miners signaling, but I believe that all of, if not missing one of the major mining pools have signaled for it. And that's, you know what? I'll say this. So in no way would I take Litecoin over Bitcoin. Bitcoin is my number one. Litecoin's my number two. No way is that reversed. But I will say that Litecoin does have a strength that Bitcoin doesn't. In my mind, this is what it is. So MWeb came out a while ago. I put that video out a while ago. That's when it was released, but it doesn't go into effect until the miners signal for it. And that still hasn't happened yet at the capacity that it needs to go live. Very close now, but anyway, moving on. The strength here is, so basically the miners were kind of being lazy and not signaling. And so the Litecoin community went out and did like a push, like Charlie Lee and all these kind of like Litecoin figures did a push on Twitter to tag these pools like Viapool, Binance. I'm trying to think of the other ones off the top of my head. I can't. But basically like calling them out on Twitter like, hey, signal for MWeb already. And through that support, through that like community effort, they were able to get these big mining pools to signal. And so that push is a benefit that Bitcoin doesn't have in that same way. They don't have like a Bitcoin Foundation that will kind of organize that. And yeah, again, not saying in any way does that make it better. Just a strength. There's some strength to, there's strengths to centralization, strengths to decentralization. I wouldn't consider a foundation like that necessarily centralization, but I'm just going to move on from the idea. I think I got it out. Can we just break Bitcoin? I want to see 42K today. Looks prime. Just like bullish crypto. Crypto Lifer was freaking out over Sandbox chart. Why? You can pull it up, but I doubt I'm going to freak out. It would take a lot for me to freak out about anything. Let's see how far off I was. Freaking out negatively? This does not look good, son. This looks like hot garbage. Bitcoin looks better than this. Holy smokes. Crypto Lifer, do I know that person? I feel like I do. I should Google it. This is not a good look. That's not a good look. If they were freaking out, I'm gonna guess it was like a bearish freak out. I feel like I've been on ATB with Crypto Lifer. Nope, and now I have no idea who they are. Was I on with them? I'm creeping. 1 second. Let's see what this person looks like. Maybe not. Nope, don't recognize them in the slightest. Well, I don't know. If they were freaking out over anything other than it looking like hot garbage, I don't know why. Now, it doesn't mean this is going to be hot garbage. It doesn't mean it's going to play out this way. But I don't see the bullishness here. Your lows are descending. Your lows are flat, and your highs are descending. I'd be freaking out if it looked maybe like this. Your flat top resistance with your lows ascending, yeah. Not a clue why you would think this is good, though. But you know what? Everyone does TA differently, and that's what makes it magical. That's what makes it special. That's right. No comment. Mooning like a wet noodle. What's up, the Red Current? How have you been, man? Been a while. New Fallen Angel. It's been a while since I streamed, actually. I think the last live stream was in March, at the end of March. Because I was away. I was getting ready for Miami, then I went to Miami, then I was getting back from Miami. All of which presented their own problems. Most of those problems having to do with Spirit Airlines. You guys, look at how you guys just throwing me bones. Dixie's showing weakness. Someone's like, Litecoin's going up. Dollar's showing weakness. I have no choice. I have no choice other than to look at them. Is it showing weakness? Ah, this is that stupid Dixie chart that only updates like once a day. Ew. Think about Cardano. Honestly, I just don't think about Cardano a lot. I don't hate Cardano, but like I own Cardano. Probably own more Cardano than people who own Cardano. Mostly because when I bought it, it was like, I don't know, a penny, something like that. And I just put it in a wallet, just sat there. But it's just not my jam. It's proof of stake. Proof of stake's not really my jam. I don't think Cardano's going anywhere. I don't think it's like a doomed project. Just not my jam. Freaking dollar, man. When this thing gets strong, it gets strong. That's a pretty ugly candle on the day, but like, it's gonna take more than that to stop this right now. Like the dollar can come all the way down here in like one candle on the daily and then move back up. And just come back to test this as support. Hope it doesn't happen. I don't see a nuke. But the fates have a different plan, it seems. So I don't know about its upgrades. Cardano has a community of people who are very passionate about it. They have developers that are working on it. That's all I need. Cryptos have done more with less. You are magical and special, Chad. Chad's well. Chad Wellingtons. Hard pass on Spirit. That's right, Maxo. You guys just making me giggle. Alejandro Camaro. What? Tom, what's your social security number? What's your mother's maiden name and your passwords? What are your passwords and your private keys? I'm messing with you, Alejandro. Yeah, dude, I hope no one live streaming ever, like, doxes their info like that. I don't think you had bad intentions or anything, bro, but yeah, not have to be crazy. Crazy, my friend. He has been on ATB with me. All right, I thought so. Wait, and so he was bullish on Sand BTC, which I didn't look at. So that could be a totally different story. That could be a totally different story. Let me say I have a BT chart. I don't even have a Sand BTC chart for some reason. Wonder why. Maybe I've never even looked at it. Because this could change my mind. I will say, I have seen charts on USD that look like crap, and then charts that look very good in BTC. Kind of seeing the same thing, to be honest. It's a very similar chart. So this definitely looks better than the dollar pair. At least your lows and your highs are descending, so you have parallel channel, right? And so you'd say, yeah, that breaks to the upside more often than the downside. So you look at least for, what, like a 618 retracement, probably lands you around here, 0001. Okay. My, I guess, only issue here is looking at the dollar, which looks like a zombie. My only fear here is that you'll see kind of this puttering, where you have maybe like a slightly higher high, or it's just like still lower highs. And then you keep retesting this quad 065, and then you dump through, and then the dollar pair dumps. So that, a lot of that speculation, a lot of that was kind of reading in or leaning into it, looking at the dollar pair. But I will give Lifer, I thought it sounded familiar. I will give Lifer the benefit here. The BTC pair does not look as bad as the USD pair. USD pair looks like hot garbage. Hot garbage. Yeah, bullish divergence on your low here, RSI. It's weird. Yeah, better than the USD. What's up, Shring Tech? Need more LTC always. Am I bullish on Litecoin? Always. Always, Jared Layden. Doesn't mean you should be. Thomas from Pasadena. Shh, you're doxing me, dude. Don't dox me. How about Luna? That was... Baby Boss Rachel, that's some weird font you got there. Or is that just the size of the font? Looks weird. Do you like the hardware aspect of Helium? You know, I've heard people talk about HNT for a long time. We're gonna settle this. We're gonna settle this. I will start with, honestly, anything that has like proprietary hardware, that's not a good place to start. That's not a good place to start decentralization, right? Not a good place to start. But I don't know about it. Does not say like proof of work, which is troubling. So what is it? Oh, is it just a hybrid? Yeah, I can't say I love this, especially if you have to like buy these through them. But I know people with them that seem to like it. I don't know enough about it to make like an informed decision, to be honest. Mamba for life. Not doing requests right now, but what else am I doing? So I'll pull up GRT. Just so everybody else knows, if you tip, you may not get your coin. Disclaimered. We never went back to 78 cents. Nothing we say on this channel is financial advice. Just thought exercises. This is how I would thought exercise. No, I hate when it does that. Yeah. Well done. Okay. I remember when people were so jazzed about this coin, like so jazzed about GRT. It's the graph man trades for you, and I was like, all right, cool. Cool. Not so jazzed anymore. People were jazzed back here. If this is like your first year or 2 years in crypto, and there's nothing to do with you, Mamba, this is a really good time to look back and be like, oh yeah, maybe next time I'll be able to identify this feeling. Everybody was so jazzed on this. Guess when they were jazzed on this? Right here. Why were they jazzed? Because number go up. They stopped being jazzed right about here when number went down. I'm not saying GRT doesn't have merit. I don't know enough about it to make that call. But it tends to be the pattern. People get jazzed on the number going up, and they then see whatever they want to see. It's the greatest project ever. But all they're really seeing is confirmation bias. So you bought on daily, break out before dump. So up here at like 53 cents. 50, 53 cents. 52, 53 if you're really unlucky. In my opinion, you can get out of that. You can get out of that. You're gonna have to have patience though. Hey, you know what though? Wait, Scar Sizzle, what did Mitch Ray say about GRT? I'm curious. Dennis, of course I am. Of course I am. Need more LTC. I had such a blast in Miami, dude. I'm still paying for it. Paying for it. Waza, go F to the moon. How you doing, man? That was another what dreams are made of, Mitch pick. No comment. If I had to pick up ETH or SAND today, if I had to pick Ethereum or SAND today, I would pick Bitcoin. There you go. He's calling it a dream just a week ago. Oop. Yikes. But you know what, Alchemist? Dude, I mean, I gotta give it to Mitch, man. He has been doing it longer than I've been doing it, live streaming. And when you do enough charts, you make some bad calls. It just happens. I've done it. I've done it. It's funnier when it's not you, though. It's funnier when it's someone else. It's funnier when it's someone else. But yeah, you gotta cut him some slack. Dude does so many charts, man. Bound to get some painfully wrong. Bound to get some spot on. But you can only say that if you also then can, like, be humble about getting them right. Which I'm only speaking for myself. I can be humble about getting them right. A lot of time it's luck. Let's check in on my trade. We're still up about $4.84. Choo choo. Let's go. Femex, you're a wonderful sponsor. So is Market Cipher. Their links are pinned. That's right. You can support the channel by supporting our, well, by using our sponsors, not supporting them. Market Cipher, Femex, their links pinned to the top of the chat and in the video description below. There you go. Does this mean I'm into harmonics? Absolutely not. Absolutely not, my friend. I'm not into harmonics. I'm not into Elliott Wave. I'm not into fib rings. What else am I not into? Those are my major not intos, actually. When am I coming back to Miami? Christian Gonzalez, as soon as freaking possible, man. I want to live there. No, I think you're right, Bullish Crypto. I think it was like a community of data trading. I remember it. The only reason I remember that is because it was on Coinbase Earn. Coinbase Earn, great program. Best $0, I don't know, best cost to reward of anything in crypto is Coinbase Earn. More so than even buying the coins. Just answer those little questions, get some free coins. That's the way to do it. Hopefully everybody remembered to do their taxes. Speaking of which, I gotta follow up with my tax guy, make sure mine are done. Ugh. I really need to do that. Good reminder. Good self-reminder. Well, Bitcoin's being boring AF, so guys, you know what that means. You know what that means. It means as soon as I turn this stream off, Bitcoin will move. So what you should do is jump in the Discord. We're going to do an airdrop after the live stream. Check out our sponsors because they're great and they bring you these videos ad-free and shill-free. I don't have to accept money from S-Coins and whatnot to dump on my followers. Thank you, sponsors. Potential other sponsors out there looking at you. So jump in the Discord, we're going to do the airdrop, and probably like 10 minutes after that, Bitcoin will go up. Maybe we'll go live again. If not, I'll catch you guys soon. Thanks for joining. Don't forget to smash the likes, subscribes, and notifications on the way out. Stay classy, Crown Crew.